Hi guys, and welcome back to Logic Language Learning. So same as normal, if you like the video, click like so I know what you guys like to follow. Also, if you have any questions, all my contact details are directly underneath, so help yourself. Right, now, today's video is really one of the main features of Logic Language Learning French, which is trying to save you a load of hassle and a load of time, basically, in learning these verbs. So, if we go back to our basic idea, which is that verbs can be divided using this method, forget your IR, your RE, your ER, all of this. We are still dividing verbs into two distinct categories, and they are A verbs. So don't say ER, because by definition when you say ER, you are reading the letters ER and you are also thinking in English, which, like someone on a bike with stabilizers, we want to get rid of the English. We want you to be thinking in French. So, A verbs is our first group. By definition, for the moment, I want you to think if a verb isn't an A verb, it's going to be a soft, hard verb. So let's look at what soft, hard means. Now, in language, in the Logic Language Learning French method, a soft word is a word which carries on. So that means that there's no obvious ending, no snap, no closure to the end of the word. So, for example, if I gave you the word green, which is vert, yeah, now this is V-E-R-T. A hard word would be verte, which is the feminine, because I've added the E and I've made this feminine. And indeed, many adjectives are soft and hard, but we're looking at soft and hard with verbs. So, vert, verte. You can hear a nice distinct closure. If I gave you the word for grey, gris, gris. Okay, if I gave you the word for grey feminine, grise. This has an ending, okay? So if I gave you two verbs, if I gave you vend and vendent, vend, vend. Which one seems to have a closure? The second one. So one is I sell, one is they sell. Okay, let's try another one. So to go out, sortir. We'll use this in a minute. You might have seen the word sortir above an exit. So try this for me. Sort, sortent. Which one has the closure? Sort. Okay? So a soft word is a word which has no closure. Sort, vend, vert, gris. You might like to think you could carry it on. Gris, vert, sort, part. Okay? So, for this method, we are looking at the verbs which aren't A. So if we had the verb vendre, okay, which is to sell. So I want you to think about this verb. I don't want you to be 100% visualizing, speak English, visualizing this verb from the beginning, but just to help you, here we go. So here's vendre. V-E, let's do it in capitals. Vendre, let's do a couple of others. Sortir, let's say partir. Good, okay, that'll do for now. So, if we think vendre, vendre. No, let's go with partir first, because it's a nice one to work with. So you say for me the verb partir, partir. Now, as you travel through the word, I'd rather you not do this visually, but if you travel through the word vocally, what's the first hard sound you come to? So what's the first block that you hit? Partir. Okay? Partir. That's the big sound we reach. Okay? So the soft, by definition, would be anything before that hard sound. So partir. Again, you can use the mouth covering exercise you use with manger and mange. So partir. We don't say it. So part. Okay? So if I gave you sortir, same hard sound, the t, sortir, which is to go out. The soft would be sort. Okay? And the hard would be sort. Yeah, the hard would be stopping at that first hard sound. Okay? If I gave you servir, S-E-R-V-I-R, to serve, servir, what would be the first hard sound you hit? Serve, the V. the V, the V sound. Okay, so what would be the soft? Serre would be stopping before the hard. Serve would be the hard. Okay, so this method basically relies on finding one hard sound. So if I gave you vendre, you hear a big jumbly mixture at the end, but literally what is the first hard letter that you come across? Vend is a D. So the soft would be vend and the hard would be d. Now, this method is desperately useful to avoid learning all the conjugations, which are the things that we dread, because you're going to basically use the following. I want you to think we're in a flat, we're in a house, we're in an apartment, whatever, and there's somebody making noise upstairs. Now, if they are one person, we like to think, fingers crossed, they are less noisy than more than one person. So let's just say several people are going to be noisier, boom, 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 with the broom than just one person, even if she's in high heels or if he's in big work boots. Okay, so single soft, plural hard. And what this means is a single person, i.e. je, tu, il, I, you, he, she, okay, a single entity person is going to make a soft sound. Now this is just for the soft and hard verbs, this isn't for every verb, okay? So, for example, if my verb were sortir, which is to go out, I go out is going to be a soft sound. Je sors, I'm going to stop before the hard. Tu sors, il sort. Now this might be written differently, which I will show you underneath, but the point is you do not go as far as the hard. So if I had partir, yeah, partir, to go out, okay? Strictly speaking, sortir is to exit, partir is to leave, okay? So partir, like departure, so depart. So partir, what's my soft of partir? It's just the part. So I go out, I exit rather, I leave, je pars, tu pars, il part. Luke leaves. How many people is Luke? Is he single or is he plural? He's single. So je pars, tu pars, il part. Now, if we wanted to go to the plural, think plural people, harder noise. We're now going to hear that hard sound. But what comes after the hard sound? We're going to add our traditional en for the nous and a for the vous. For example, sortir, to go out. Okay? Sort, sort, sort. Now the hard verb of sortir is sort. We stop by the T. Nous sortons, vous sortez, EZ for the vous, ils sortent. Now bear in mind, it's very easy to remember nous sortons with our classical nous en ending and vous sortez with our classical vous a ending. The ones people forget are ils sortent. Okay? Another little idea you might like to think of is when you have a normal verb, an a verb, the il for the he and the il for the they are identical. So he eats, il mange. They eat, il mange. Now he goes out, he is soft, single him. Il sort. They go out, ils sortent. Okay, so let's just have a look at some of these words spelt. So we're going to take, let's take sortir because that's the one we've been using. Okay, so I need sort, sort, sort. So let's use a nice blue pen. So this is our verb, sortir. So by definition, that is our soft, sort. Now we have sort with an S, sort with an S, sort with a T. But at this stage, I don't need you to be learning those. I just need you to be realising that you don't have to read whole sentences in your head. It's just bang, 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 sort, sort, sort. Nous sortons, we can probably work out. Okay, so they're all sort as well. Nous sortons. So we have gone up as far as our hard. There's the hard there. And we've added our classic ending, nous sortons. Vous sortez. We've added our classic EZ. And they go out, ils sortent. And we have added the same ENT that we had in the classic present tense il mange form, ENT. And a way you can remember this is silent, ENT. Okay? Not to be confused in French, ANT we sound. Yeah? So excité, exciting, excitant. Yeah? En parlant, in speaking. Okay? But ENT is, for in this word, silent. Okay? So you do me some examples. If I gave you the verb partir, soft, I, can you give me I go out? Je pars. Okay? If I gave you the verb vendre, and we're going to say we are selling the house, la maison, how would I say we are selling the house? Nous vendons la maison. Great, okay? Let me say they are selling the house. Now they, are they single soft or plural hard? Ils vendent la maison. Okay, so that is going to be the hard. So soft, 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 hard, hard, hard. Now, there is another video coming straight up which is all the little exceptions, but very manageable exceptions and very useful tricks and skills for doing it. So please have a look at that, okay? But in the meantime, if you have any questions on soft and hard, please, please, please look below and contact me on the contact details that you have. Okay, so soft and hard verbs, when verbs are not the ER, are not the A verbs, okay? Speak to you soon.